Hi, it's Kylie again, and this is my reflection for Module 10, Interactive Technology. So what experiences had I had with interactive technologies as a student or a teacher? As a student, I've of course been around data projectors. However, most of my K through 12 schooling was with overhead projectors using transparencies. I feel old. In college, my instructors used data projectors. The interactive whiteboards I've seen before, but I had never personally had interaction with them. They look amazing. Same as the interactive pads, never seen or used them before. The interactive remotes I used all throughout college to mainly track our attendance and sometimes answer polls or quizzes. They always had connection issues though. This was back in 2005 through 2009 though, so do with that what you will. As for the interactive apps, just like the whiteboards, I'd never used or heard of them, so I guess you could say that I had limited exposure to this type of technology as a student. Of course, I plan on utilizing all of them as a teacher. For the interactive whiteboard, I didn't have a set budget. If I didn't have a set budget, I would choose the active panel titanium from Promethean. It makes student-teacher interaction easy to do when multiple people are participating at once on the board. It automatically warms up when someone walks into the room, so it can be started quickly for teacher use. Promethean has made their menus easily accessible to appear and disappear when the teacher needs them. Of course, having Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities are nice, but I just assume that those come standard with most tech nowadays. Promethean has also added apps called Classroom Essentials that have a variety of teaching tools, which would be very useful, such as drawing, highlighting, etc. Probably the most intriguing aspect that caught my attention from Promethean was its writing technology called Vellum. It's advanced technology that is fast and accurate, just like writing should be. Pens write, fingers touch, and palms erase. The videos they show for how it looks and works was very appealing to me as an upcoming art teacher who will be constantly drawing and defining terms on board. For the interactive remotes, honestly, I don't think I'd use them for my class that much. I think they would work better in core subjects in the larger classrooms, such as a college setting. If I had to choose one, though, I would pick the mobile app called Turning Point, where students can respond to questions on their smartphones, tablet, or computer. This way the students wouldn't have to keep track of the clickers or remotes. And it's one less piece of equipment that I have to have. For the interactive apps, I liked Pear Deck the most. I didn't know that there was any software available for teachers to create a presentation through Google Slides or PowerPoint and have questions available throughout the presentation for the students to answer live. Students can also submit or identify points of confusion for the teacher to clarify. Pear Deck also encourages teachers to create open-ended questions so that teachers are more willing to participate and not be scared to be right or wrong. If you get a paid subscription, it unlocks really great tools such as drawing responses, locks and timers to the questions presented to the class, and the teacher can add on-the-fly questions to the presentation. Those are just a few of the highlights I wanted to touch on, but there are so many other great tools available through Pear Deck. So if I could use one of the interactive apps for my future classroom, Pear Deck is definitely the one I would choose. As for my thoughts on what I learned from the article on clickers, it was not surprising to me the majority of research focused on clicker use in higher education settings based on teacher-student perceptions, attendance, and participation. I remember back to using clickers in college mainly for attendance. Few of the studies on clickers had been focused on student learning and academic achievement, which was surprising. In recent studies over the past decade, there's been a significant improvement demonstrated in learning performance when using clickers. A difficulty in assessing the impact of clickers on academic performance is whether or not the technology had an impact on achievement or the pedagogical aspect of increasing student engagement. I was surprised to read that there needed to be studies on using clickers. I feel like it's another form of quizzing or asking questions and getting all students to participate equally. It seems like a good go-to tool to me. The challenges presenting for teachers using clickers also seemed like regular struggles when preparing a regular quiz or learning any kind of new technology. As for student struggles, the study said that they gave negative reactions to being monitored. I feel like students are always watched, monitored, and graded. How could this be more of a negative reaction than what had been presented in the past? Since technology is always evolving, I was surprised to see that the clicker had not been fully utilized in the K through 12 setting. I think that using different ways of delivering information and testing is always good to keep students intrigued when learning. So it wasn't a surprise to me when the results of the study in the article showed that the students in the group who used the clickers in the classroom lesson scored higher and had a greater improvement than those without clickers. I think that if you just use clickers in the future, in my future classroom, that it would increase participation and productivity, just like the results of the study that the study showed in the article. Excuse me. One of the aspects that would probably be most beneficial to using clickers is that the teacher and the student get immediate feedback. This makes it possible for the teacher to make instructional decisions during while they're teaching a lesson. If a question comes up that many of the students answer incorrectly, the teacher can reteach, add examples, or clarify. This makes it so that the teacher can address the student's needs at the very moment. It takes away the pressure that students feel to express when they do not understand subject material. I think that if it was applicable, clickers would work well in my art classroom. So anyways, that's it for Module 10 reflection. Hope you all had a good weekend, and I'll see you again next week.